Kirk 916. Positivity, motivation, never settle for average. Muscle up. Go pick up some merch at bigkirk916.com and wash your ass. If you haven't washed it, just go wash it, man. Go pick up some soap too. You know I got all them nice smelling scents, man, so you'll be right when you're busting them cheeks. But you know, I was busting a lot of cheeks, man, before I got married. And I had a hell of a colorful history. And so, you know, some of you guys have asked me how did I meet my wife. Well, I met my wife online. And when I met my wife, I was probably busting down 10 different cheeks. I was a serial cheek buster. Yeah, I was notorious. Sometimes I would go on the big girl sites and I would just shoot fish in a barrel just for fun. And then I'd hop on some of the square sites and knock them down. And then I'd go on another site with the freakery and I'd go knock them down too. I was just knocking them down like a video game, Call of Duty, putting in work. Anyways, I've had it happen to me before when I'm dating a female and she does a background check. And she's like, oh my God, I didn't know you were a porn star. You didn't tell me you did movies. I'm like, yeah, I did movies. You know, that was back in the day. I was a professional cheek buster. But I'm retired and I'm hanging out with you now. And sometimes they would be like overwhelmed. And sometimes they'd be like, what else can you do in the bedroom? So it worked both ways. But, you know, being a porn star is one thing. On top of it, I got a crazy criminal history. Bank robber. Now you can only imagine a woman finding out you're a bank robber and having her friends tell her that, you know what, that black guy you're dating, he robbed a bank, he went to prison, and he's a porn star. Yeah, my wife's friends snitched on me. When we finally kind of started dating more serious, when I kind of got rid of some of the other females I was busting their cheeks, her friends did some investigating on me. They call themselves being detectives. And they brought to her attention that, one, I was black. Oh, black guy, you know. Number two, I was a bank robber. I was a convicted felon. I had been to prison for a long time. So that was pretty monumental. Then I was a porn star. I worked in adult movies. So I had all these things stacked. And when she asked me about it, I mean, I couldn't lie. I mean, it's all over Google. You can Google me, see me busting down cheeks, you know, see some of my pictures when I was running across the freeway from the bank robbery. It's all out there, man. You know, I haven't hid anything from anybody. It's out there, you know. I keep it 100. That's why I don't make up shit, because all my shit's real. But I said, yeah, you know, I did those things. I mean, it's not something I'm running around endorsing with a t-shirt on, but that's part of my life. And, you know, once we got past that, and she's like, oh, well, let me just see how this plays out. Man, I'm a hell of a nigga, man. I'm a good dude, man. So why wouldn't you, you know, try to settle down with a good dude? I handle my business. I'm out here on some positive stuff. You know, I'm not like I'm doing drugs or just, you know, talking about committing crimes. I'm on some some really inspirational type shit. And, you know, I'm moving forward in life. So all of that stuff became a thing of the past, but, you know, it's been brought to my attention more than one time by different people when they, you know, start hanging out with me, and they're like, man, you didn't tell me you robbed the bank, man. I'm like, no, why would I tell you? You know, I mean, that's not something you go and you use as an introduction. Hey, my name's Big Herc, and I robbed a bank, did time in the feds. Yeah, I was in there, you know, hanging out in prison with other criminals and, you know, doing push-ups, working out. And, you know, I don't talk about that. I mean, you can find it on my YouTube, but I don't walk around telling people about my prison career. My adult career in the porn industry, if you find out about it, hey, you know, I'll address it. I wrote a book about it, how to get down the porn game. But, you know, I don't really talk about it like that. And it's not that I'm embarrassed about it, but it's not something you use as an introduction. But I lived it, so I do have experience in that life, and I can keep it 100. And it's funny, you know, when people think they're exposing you or putting you out there, and you've already put yourself out there, there really is nothing to uncover. You know, at the end of the day, even some of her friends, you know, after they find out, they're like, oh, well, what is he like? What's it like to go out with a porn star? A guy who's been to prison? Is it scary? Is it, oh my God, what is he like? Curiosity, man. Curiosity, get them all the time. I remember one dude, he actually tried to hate on me before I got married when I was out there running rampant. And he told some female that I had talked to in the gym, like, oh, you know, Big Herc, he's the next porn star. You know, he slept with a lot of women. She's like, is that right? And then I seen her in the gym. She had this sparkle in her eye. So-and-so told me that you worked in the porn industry. What are you doing this weekend? I'm gonna be busting your cheeks. Yes, you will be busting my cheeks. Oh man, I busted her cheeks out. Thank you, so-and-so, for hooking me up, thinking you were a hater, and you actually played right into my hand. But yeah, man, you know, just watch yourself, man. When you got your business out there, a lot of dudes be hating, man. A lot of dudes, you know, females, her partners, you know, her partners could be hating so that they can get you. I've seen that happen too. Females try to throw some salt, the next thing you know, they want you to bust their cheeks. So there's a lot of conspiracy cheek busting that can take place when you have some things in your past. But, you know, I didn't have anything to hide, man. It's not like I'm, you know, doing anything wild or got any ill intentions. I'm on some different time, and when asked, I will admit, hey, yeah, that was something I did. Sold drugs too. I did a lot of stuff, man, but you know, at least I'm not one of these fakers. I'm not gonna be on here telling a bunch of lies to hype up who I was. All I gotta do is be who I am, and that's what makes Big Herc Big Herc. So yeah, I've been snitched on, but it's not the kind of snitching you think. Big Herc 916.
Stop walking around with a crusty butt, smelly ball sack, and a funky hoo-ha. Big Herc said, wash that ass. Pick you up a t-shirt at freshoutseries.com.
Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking.